When it comes to muscle cars, American legends like the Mustang and Camaro usually dominate the conversation. But down in Australia, there were muscle cars so powerful, they could give even the most iconic American machines a run for their money. These Aussie beasts had the raw horsepower, unique engineering, and aggressive styling that made car enthusiasts on both sides of the Pacific sit up and take notice. Today, we're diving into the Australian muscle cars that sent shockwaves through the automotive world and even made American car lovers a little nervous. Let's rev those engines and get started. Number 10. The 1972 Chrysler Valiant Charger E49. With its aggressive looks and powerful performance, this car was the pride of Chrysler Australia. Under the hood, it packed a 265 Hemi 6-cylinder engine that cranked out 302 horsepower, giving it a quarter-mile time of 14.4 seconds. It was a lightweight, nimble machine that proved smaller engines could still pack a serious punch. The E49 wasn't just fast, it had incredible handling, making it a threat both on the road and the track. American muscle cars, beware, this Aussie classic could hold its own against the best of them. Number 9. The 1971 Ford XY Falcon GT Ho Phase 3. This car was specifically built for speed, equipped with a 351 Cleveland V8 engine producing 380 horsepower. It blasted through the quarter mile in just 14.1 seconds, making it one of the fastest production cars in the world at the time. The Falcon GT Ho wasn't just about speed, though. It had a muscular design that screamed performance and dominated Australian racing circuits. It's no wonder that even American car fans had to respect this powerful machine. Number 8. To 1973 Holden Monero GTS 350. This car featured a 350 cubic inch Chevrolet V8 engine, delivering 275 horsepower and a quarter-mile time of around 15 seconds. But the Monero wasn't just about raw speed, it was also a stylish cruiser. With its aggressive stance and Holden's racing heritage, this car became a favorite on Australian roads. The Monero GTS had the swagger to match its power, proving that Australian muscle cars could stand toe-to-toe with their American counterparts. Number 7. To 1974 Ford XB Falcon GT. The Ford XB Falcon GT took Australian muscle cars to the next level. Powered by a 351 Cleveland V8 engine delivering 300 horsepower, this car could hit the quarter mile in 14.9 seconds. But what really made it stand out was its sleek, aerodynamic design, which set it apart from the more boxy muscle cars of the era. The XB Falcon GT gained global fame when it was featured in the Mad Max films, solidifying its place in both automotive and pop culture history. With speed, style, and toughness, this car was a true Aussie classic. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this journey through Australian muscle car history. We're bringing you the best content on classic cars from around the world, so hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more. Number 6. The 1976 Holden Torana A9X. The 1976 Holden Torana A9X is proof that good things come in small packages. Don't be fooled by its compact size, this car was a monster on the track. Powered by a 5.0-liter V8 engine producing 240 horsepower, the A9X could rocket through the quarter mile in just 13.5 seconds, outpacing many larger muscle cars. It had a lightweight body and race-tuned suspension, making it a favorite in Australian motorsports. Whether on the road or the track, the Torana A9X was a force to be reckoned with. Number 5. The 1971 Ford XY Fairmont GT. The 1971 Ford XY Fairmont GT combined muscle with sophistication. Powered by the same 351 volts 8 engine found in the Falcon GT Ho, this car delivered a quarter-mile time of 15 seconds. But what set the Fairmont apart was its refined design and comfortable interior. It was the perfect blend of performance and practicality, offering both speed and style in a sleek sedan package. The Fairmont GT proved that muscle cars didn't have to sacrifice comfort for power, making it a popular choice among Aussie car lovers. Number 4. 1973 Ford XA Falcon GT RPO83. Next up is the rare and legendary 1973 Ford XA Falcon GT RPO83. With only 259 units ever produced, this car is a collector's dream. Its 351 Cleveland V8 engine produced around 300 horsepower, propelling it through the quarter mile in 14.6 seconds. The RPO83 was a limited edition with performance upgrades that made it a serious contender on the road. Its combination of rarity, speed, and Australian engineering excellence makes it one of the most coveted muscle cars from down under. Number 3. 1977 Holden Lux Torana SS A9X Hatchback. The 1977 Holden Lux Torana SS A9X Hatchback is a car that dominated Australian racing. With a 308 volts 8 engine, this car might have had only 240 horsepower, but its lightweight body and superior handling made it a track champion. It ran the quarter mile in 14.7 seconds, but its true strength was its performance in endurance races like the Bathurst 1000, where it crushed the competition. The A9X hatchback wasn't just fast, it was a race-winning machine that solidified Holden's reputation as a performance brand. Number 2 to 1972 Holden LJ Tirana GTR Zoo 1. The Holden LJ Tirana GTR Zoo 1 was a small car with big ambitions. Built to compete against larger V8 muscle cars, it featured a 202 cubic inch inline-six engine that delivered around 190 horsepower. While that might not sound like much, the GTR Zoo 1 was incredibly light and had nimble handling, making it a beast on winding tracks. Its quarter-mile time of 15.5 seconds was impressive for a six-cylinder, but it's the car's legendary performance at Bathurst that cemented its place in Aussie muscle car lore. Number 1. The 1978 Holden HZ Sandman. The top spot is the 1978 Holden HZ Sandman. While it was technically a panel van rather than a traditional muscle car, it became an Aussie icon with its V8 options and unique design that represented the laid-back Australian lifestyle. Powered by a 308 volts 8 engine, the Sandman wasn't the fastest in a straight line, but it made up for it with its versatility and iconic style. It's a beloved part of Australia's car culture, proving that muscle cars can be about more than just raw horsepower. They can embody a way of life. Have it. 10 Aussie muscle cars that not only stood their ground against American powerhouses, but sometimes even outshined them. These cars represent the best of Australian automotive engineering, blending raw power with unique design and dominating both the streets and the track. Which one of these Aussie muscle cars is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content on muscle cars from around the world.